Great, we are live. Okay, I will just give an intro about the hack. Okay, welcome all. Welcome to the Hackathon KickOff event. Today I will be saying some more about the hackathon. I will share my screen. Go ahead, Shreya.
Yeah. So, hello everyone. So, as you all know, thank you first of all, Siva, for introducing yourself here. And I'm going to be speaking about what exactly is hackathons and just a brief overview of what you're going to be doing on the hackathon. Okay. So, yeah, we'll start off. Yeah.
Good.
Next slide. Yeah. So, first of all, once you're like, you might have quite doubts like, okay, is the hackathon for advanced people or for students, or is it for like intermediary people? So, this hackathon, which we are organizing here, so this is basically open to any field people and anybody who's interested to contribute and learn something new. So all are welcome. So in this workshop, like in this small session, we are going to introduce you to many concepts, like that'll be like to advanced level, from then intermediary to advanced. So based on the concept you're learning, so you will be building your projects. So the projects can be either like very small as well or big, based on what innovative idea you have. So it'll be based on that. Okay, so what does this hackathon actually consist of? Okay, so this will have a lot of beginner friendly workshops. So workshops either can be like, you will have a hands on session saying that, okay, you want to suppose there's a small concept, so you will be like learning it at the same time along with the mentors who is going to teach you. Then we will have a live Q&A session where you can ask your question and get your questions answered live. And if you have any other doubts, so you we have a community where you will be interacting one on one through through chat or any messages, as well as you can also ping on the social media handles and ask your doubts as well. Then along with that, once you finish these workshops and FAQ, it's your time to create your projects and win certain prizes. And suppose if you are not winning any prizes, you are learning something good, right? So it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, you learn something out of the hackathon. That is the main objective. So that is about what is the hackathon and what exactly you're going to do. And suppose your project is really good, so you might get a chance where the sponsors or any of the team members can contact you saying that, hey, we have an internship opportunity, right? So you are going to get opportunity based on your projects, and they might see how you collaborate with the people and how exactly you will be interact. So all your skills, just not your skills but your soft skills also will come into play, and you will be nominated accordingly. Okay, so so you might ask that, if suppose my project is not selected, will I still have an opportunity in an internship? So it may be or it may not be. Okay, so it's like based on if your project is really good, and we have a constraint of finding out like only three or only four, but your idea is really good, so we may consider giving that project to the sponsors or kind of the organizers who can reach out to you saying that, hey, your project is really good, so we might get in touch with you. Okay, so then we have the last but not the least is the pitching session, where you're going to pitch your idea. It's not like you created a project and just moved on, right? So you're going to tell what exactly your idea is, how you prototyped it, saying the exactly timeline how you made your project. Okay, so next slide. Okay, so as you see, we have different tracks in the hackathon. So you might have heard there are like, it's not pertaining to particular only one what do you say, a domain. You have a particular niche where you can work on. Like for example, here we have Stadium track, right? So this track is basically, you might develop some projects based on the EVM. Okay, so EVM, you might sometimes Google it, okay, what is it and all. So instead you can just see what exact domain knowledge is there, and according to your skill set you will have different track. So this right now is the Stardom track. Okay, and what exactly, once you build a project on this track, what you will receive, you will receive a swag where you will have USDC of dollar 200. So it is into two, that is because we might choose two projects based on this track. Okay, so the best two projects in the Stardom track will be awarded with the USD $200 worth of sorry, $200 USDTC. Okay, so there is one criteria. If you are going to build a project on only one this particular stack, you are eligible for Stardom tag. If suppose you have different domain and you apply for Stardom track, it is not available, like you are not eligible for it. If you are applying only to this particular track, that time you are eligible. Okay, so next on, we have the Solana track. So if suppose you are building a project based on a blockchain, on you are hosting your project on the Solana, so you are going to be eligible for this one. So the same rules follow for the Solana track as well. If you are applying to this particular, if you mention it is Solana and you have to use the Solana blockchain, then only it is applicable. Okay, so what is up for you after you have built a project on Solana blockchain? So you are going to receive swag, or a price worth of 100 USDTC for the best beginner hack. So here we are stressing on beginners. So it's not like advanced, or you may be advanced or intermediary as well, but here it's specifically saying that okay, you are just entered the like the domain knowledge and you can be eligible for it. Okay, so that is one. And the swag of that name would be called as Young Gun. Okay, so then we have Rising. Yeah, if I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. So deck knocking. So I'm so sorry. So yeah, so this track is basically, you if you are going a very depth knowledge of it. Okay, it's not just like you just did like kind of like just implemented a small kind of like project based on whatever knowledge it is. If you are going in detail of the domain, so you are going to like be eligible for this kind of like subtopic within the Solana track. So here you have up for grabs for 250 USDC. So try attempting this as well. So one can attempt any of these three tracks. Okay, and if suppose you have a chance saying that I want to attempt in all the three, so go ahead, not a problem, so you can do that. Okay, and the last we have Glass Eater. So yeah, the name sounds kind of like different, right? So yeah, so we have this one for advanced project. Okay, so there comes beginner, there comes advanced, and there comes the master code. Okay, like he's a master, you can say, he or she. So this is for that people. So here we have up for grabs for 500 USDC. So make sure you are whoever are totally advanced, they know much detail about this track, so you can go ahead and attempt this subtopic in the Solana track as well. Okay, so next slide. Okay, so we have the third stack, third track, so which is the Stack OS. So this is basically you're using the cloud technology. So previously it was blockchain, and this one is the decentralized. Like this is the cloud based track. Okay, so here you are going to either create small kind of dApps or web apps, or some kind of website apps, anything, whatever comes in your mind. Okay, so you might know it better. So yeah, try to be innovative and attempt for this stack as well. Okay, so what do you have in for this? So you have 100 USD as a winning, where we will choose three projects based on how you have created it. Okay, and yeah, as the criteria says, you can either try to host it on Polygon as well, and you are going to use these particular stack. That is, you have to compulsory use stack os and IPFS. So these two are the main domain that you have to use for being eligible in this track. Okay, and the next one is, suppose you just participated and you could not finish your project. No worries, so you can still win this track in stack os. Okay, so you're gonna be winning $5 for this particular track. Next, we have Speron track. Okay, so this is the most simplest, and it is the fast, convenient. Okay, I am literally seeing the the PPT and just telling it to you. So it's like, if you want to build kind of like decentralized, but you want a simpler interface. Okay, so suppose you are just exploring different tracks and you felt, okay, why not try this one, right? So you can try this tech stack, and you can be eligible for shortlisting your project in this track as well. So as the prices say, you have 250 USD as a best use of Speron. Then you have 3 months worth of pro plan, which you might be winning if you have the best project. Then you will have opportunity to win Speron swag as well. And then you might also be eligible for a free hosting platform through Speron. Okay, so yeah, this is next. Though yeah, we are going with many tracks, so this we are going with Luminous Eternity track. Yeah, again, I'm sorry if I've mispronouncing, but yeah. So we have one more track which says that you can either develop your own NFT DAO, or you can build your own DeFi platform, apps or projects. Okay, so here what is up for grabs? Here we have 8,000 rupees worth cash prize. Then you might be eligible for a special price of worth 15,000 USD. Wow, that's a lot, right? Next, then you have swags, and you may also get t-shirts. Then yeah, you have lifetime upgrade of the task aid. That is the kind of like technology that you it's a paid one, so you might get it for upgrade the premium version. So you might get it for free if you win in this track. Then you have Wolfram or One. Okay, so these are the two either platforms. Along with that, you can get a pro membership of this Wolfram website ka, what do you say, um, that yeah, like, what do you say, I'm sorry for fumbling, but yeah, like you can get a free access to using the Wolfram website. Okay, then you have 90 days of extended trial of Balsamic Cloud. Somewhere here I would believe that there might be some UI UX or no code people, so they might make a best use out of it, right? So yeah, this is where you can get a free 90 days free trial, kind of like using of the interface. Okay, so again, like all other tracks, you have to be, if you have to be eligible for any of these tracks, you have to make sure you follow these guidelines. Okay, next up, we have Internet Computer Track. So, as the name is so simple and nice, so you can apply for this track, and you can win a lot of amazing goodies as well. Okay, as same as the previous track, you have INR of 8,000 cash prize, then you have special prize and swags and teas as always. And then you have life upgradation of Starscade, Wolfram, and the 90 days extension of Balsamic Cloud. Next one, the Polygon track. So Polygon track, you are going to again develop a project, and you're going to apply. I mean, you're hosting your project on the blockchain, and you are going to build something on the Ethereum blockchain network. Okay, so here up for grabs again, you have 10,000 of best hack on Ethereum, then 15,000 for best hack on Ethereum plus Polygon. So Ethereum blockchain, but you are hosting it through Polygon. So that is the way. And then also, if your project is really good, you might get an opportunity for an internship. Okay, so that's about it. So next slide. Next, we have foil contract. So here we are going to have open source projects. So also to make sure, so any projects that you are going to develop, it can be open sourced at the very first, so that the judges or panelists can see them, and they can have a good look at what your project is, how your timeline, how what challenges you face through. So just make sure you are hosting it somewhere, not somewhere, either GitHub or GitLab, okay, so that they can see your code. Next up, so here we have IPFS, distributed web. So it means that we are going to use these certain kind of protocols, and we are going to embed it within the project, and then you're going to host it. Okay, then you have a Filecoin. So as the track name itself suggests, so you are going to build a project which is quite open source, and you're using the Filecoin open source technology to build your projects, or based on your, create a small web app, something like that. Okay, so yeah, up for grabs, you have 20,000, yeah, it is 20,000 uh, INR, and you're going to win if you are getting shortlisted for this track. Next one, Replit. So some people might ask, okay, why I have to work independently? I can work together, right? So that time you might remember Replit, right? So we have that as your own track. Okay, here you can collaboratively work together, and you can develop a project based on, you have to mention that, okay, I created this project in Replit. So you might get a chance that, okay, if you are not winning, or if you are winning in somewhere, you might get an additional track to be win, like one over there, right? So if suppose you have won in certain, for example, Speron track, and you also mentioned Replit track, you might have a very good chance that you may win both of them. So that's this track about. So here also you have a eligibility to win an internship and cash prize. So next one, so open innovative track. So this is like for people like me who are like clueless, saying that, okay, I don't know any of this track, I want to independently do something, I just want to try out everything. Yeah, that's for you. So open innovative track. So if you can have a opportunity where you were like, you want to be into certain track, and you want to win certain prizes, you can apply for open innovative track. There's a lot of prizes you can win, right? So you have wireless keyboard, t-shirts, gift, surprise gift is even, I don't know, so it depends on what you wish for. So then a book, NFTs, wow, and then a winner certificate. And then we have, as usual, our task grade, lifetime upgrade of Wolfram, and you have the balsamic cloud. Yeah, so yeah, then you have the LGBT plus track. So we will have a lot of audience, a diverse audience, right? So why not we have a separate track for it? So you can also win the same swags and the same benefits as the other tracks in the LGBT plus track. So as you have seen, the same, we have all the certain prizes for this track as well. Next up, okay, now you might also see that, okay, we have one more track for women, right? So here again, we have a lot of tracks where you can have a great opportunity just to win from one track. You can win multiple tracks. Okay, so we have here women track, where we are going to focus, basically here the audience would be women. Okay, so more LGBT community, the women community, the boys, the hide, like it's globally open for anybody who wants to participate. Okay, so this is specifically for the women track, and we are going to have the swags accordingly, saying that you might get a unique NFT based on some women theme, then a book, then a participation certificate, and balsamic cloud 90 days extension, and echo 3D, which you designers or the developers might have a good idea about. And then you have TaskRate, but with a 5 year of subscription, then free individual license for JetBrains desktop tools. So basically, you might have seen, you would have used Java, right? So you would have heard this name, right? So you have that track here. Next one, we have special mentions. So don't ever feel that, okay, if I didn't win any track, will I have a still opportunity? Well, yes, you have a special mentions where you are going to be getting shortlisted based on if your project is good, or your, overall everything is good about your project, and we feel that, okay, you deserve it, right? So this is where we will have a special mention section where you are going to either win a keyboard and mouse combination, then a book, NFT certificate, and the subscriptions of Balsamic, Taskade, and everything. Okay. Next up, everyone would have known about internships. What about job? Right? If you are in your fourth years, or if you are in your third years, you might win a pre-placement offer or an internship, right? So for that, we have a lot of opportunities in this hackathon. Yeah. So next up, good. So next up, each of the participant will have a individual, swags. Okay, so this is about it. So it is for irrespective of whether you join in, just to be registered, build your project, or you're somewhere halfway, you still receive your own swag, right? So this is where you will understand, and here ends our tracks. Okay, so yeah. Next up, we are going to build a live DApp with the help of our mentor, Pawan Kumar. Okay, so he's going to be teaching you about the concept of crowdfunding projects, and then he's going to introduce you about ERC20 tokens, and then how exactly, what tech stack he's going to use: React, Chakra UI, and security guards. Okay, so this is where you will be having your session, which will be held on 15th. Okay, then you have polka dot workshop. Yeah, you will be having polka dot workshop, then you will have stack os workshop, and then next is peron workshop, and then shardem workshop, and that's it. So it's like we are going to have each of these main tracks which you might have seen earlier. So the mentors of those tracks are going to live teach you on how to use their platform. Okay, so yeah, next up we are going to have a special session by uh, Vit- Vittal. So he's a DevRel at Alchemy, and he's going to have a live session on November 7th, that is Monday, on how to, be how to have the confidence when you're in a hackathon. Next up, we are going to have director developer from Aave. Again, I'm sorry if it is wrong. So he's going to address you on Thursday, that is 7:30 p.m. on November 3rd. So make sure you join all these special sessions so that you might learn something new. Okay. Next up, we have Vanchika Srivatsava, who is going to address you on technologies, and how basically you can get along with the hackathons when you're in a team, right? So she's going to address you on how to be confident during hackathons. Okay, next up, you are going to be addressed by the co-founder and CEO of Huddle. So he's going to address you on, again, a special session. So based on, you may ask your live FAQ based on whatever theme you are working on. Okay, next we have Francisco, who is going to be who is a community evangelist. So you might have seen his name on Twitter, saying that he has built a lot of community members, and who's addressed a lot of Web3 community folks. Right. Next one, we have again a special session who on. So he's a community builder at Web3. He's going to address you on how to
Share your voice was missing, I think.
am I audible now?
Yeah. One sec.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Am I audible now?
Yeah.
Good. Good. Okay. So, yeah. So we have another special session by. Could you just scroll down? Yeah. Yeah. So we have one more special session on November 11th. That is a Friday, where you can ask any of your FAQs uh, during the live session by Amit Kumar. Okay. Next, 1 minute. I guess your screen has froze. 1 minute. Okay. Could you scroll down a little? Okay, yeah, sorry for the disturbance. Yeah, then we have a special session given by the co-founder and CEO of Saturn. So his session is on November 9th, that is a Wednesday. Do attend it. Next, you have Kanish Khurana, who is going to be addressing you based on the October 12th. So you would have attended this session and you would have felt really insightful based on it. Next, you have these sponsors who will actually address you during the hackathons or before the hackathons or post hackathon. Okay, so they will the members community members are going to address you from the product house, from Saturn, CoinDCX, and etc. Okay, next we have trivia nights. So it's just not technical. Okay, so you are going to have fun otherwise as well. So you will have a trivia nights where you might have a lot of quizzes, you might have a lot of, non-technical kind of, fun night to enjoy. So here, join in to, like win a lot of swags, then t-shirts accordingly. Okay, next up. Yeah. So next we have the pitching session where you are going to pitch your ideas to the panelists or the judges based on what project you have made it. Make sure that your project, the brief of your project is crisp yet very detailed. Okay, so that they should also know how exactly it works. Next, let's thank our sponsors for making this hackathon possible. Okay, so we have Shardem, our diamond sponsor, and we have our platinum sponsors Luminos, Devfolio, Speron, Stack, and Polygon. Next, we have our gold sponsor Filecoin, Replit, Solana, and the Product House. Then our silver sponsors Three-Way Studio, Polkadot, DigitalOcean, and CoinDCX. Then we have our community partners, OG Club, then Chennai Web3 Meetup folks, and the Blockchain India from the community side. We thank our media outreach partner, Web3 PB, that is the Web3 Punjab community, for sponsoring us. And last but not the least, our video streaming partner, Huddle. We have our certification partner and the ticketing partner, MetaPass, and other sponsors as Wolfram, Echo 3D, DuoLearn, Quill Audits, Balsamic, uh, TaskDA, and Saturn, and Web3 Meetups.xyz.
Yeah. That's pretty much that.
Yeah.
Okay. I have some live
Actually,
questions
there is
also.
one comment that is actually on the screen itself. So it's like you can't read um, s- the names sometimes. So
Siege. Okay.
yeah.
Pretty exciting. Yeah. Start building right now, then we will be let if ready from recording. Yeah, you
Hope
don't
the
need to
slide.
fill any form.
Yeah.
You don't need to any form, right? You just need to submit the project. While submitting your project, you will use some options to check what track you are built on, like Solana, Polygon, whatever. Just click the icon, whatever projects you got built up. You are good to go. Good. We have presentation meetup with the method. Yeah. The pitching session will be on 14th of November. It will be at 5 p.m. Make sure you fill the form for that. We uploaded the form on our website itself and join our Discord as well. We will be updated in our Discord as well. Here. You have any questions? Just ask.
I hope you all are excited for this hackathon. Can we hear a yes, yippee in the chat? Something?
What would affect any chances? Okay, I will share my screen and show you how it will be.
Yes.
Okay, great. So go to our website like hackathons. Go to your hackathon. That's our hackathon. You can see clearly like how you want to submit or like the submission guidelines. So you get clearly how you want to submit the guidelines. So follow these guidelines and you will be good to go. Okay, guys, I think that's pretty much that. Thank you, Shreya, for joining this session.
Thank you.
And like Shreya is not from our team, but we asked her to present the presentation. Thank you, Shreya.
Thank you, team, your hackathon, and the entire team for calling me in. And I'm also very excited, for this hackathon. So, yeah, let's meet up soon during the, hackathon. Cool.
Okay, guys.
Excited to see all of your projects.